New baseball coach Tony Adams thought the 2013 Class 1A state tournament field was one of the best he'd ever seen. That is until he saw this year's bracket that includes 6 teams ranked in the final poll of the season. The Knights are at the top of that list, entering the tourney as the #1 seed.
Pretty sure we're all thinking doubles, but I guess it's just worked out pretty well for me.
3-5-3.
Ryan Clancy might be selling himself short on that one. The Knights senior clubbed 22 doubles during the regular season. That's the most in all of Iowa.
I like to be aggressive and just try and get a pitch to hit and try and drive it, and works out well for me.
The way he hits the ball, he's got some power. He's done a very good job of getting pitches to hit this year, and not swinging at bad pitches, so I think that helps you get the right pitch to hit.
Now remember, the state tournament is being played at Principal Park, a field with a much larger outfield, but that doesn't guarantee those doubles will turn into something more.
Triple? I don't know if I'm fast enough for a triple, but we'll see.
Clancy is a part of a very talented senior class on this year's Newman roster that's leading the program back to state for the 18th time in school history.
I think experience is a big factor in that, because sometimes if it's your first time, you'll go out there thinking it's not just another game, but we always think it's just another game to play.
This year's senior class will be leaving the Knights program with an impressive resume, but they wanted to make sure they didn't compare themselves to last year's title team, even though they played a big part.
Don't get into that kind of stuff, don't get into rankings, don't get into who we're playing, whether it's the best team on our schedule or the worst team on our schedule. Once you start comparing to other groups, I think that can lead to negative outcomes sometimes.
The defending Class 1A state champions are playing the very first game of the 2014 state tournament. It's the 34-3 Knights against the 25-2 BGM Brooklyn Bears tomorrow morning at 11. Quick, name your favorite Kendrys Morales moment with the Twins. Anything come to mind? Morales signed with the Twins on June 7th and compiled a .234 batting average since that time. Today, he's being traded to Seattle. Tonight, the Twins opening up a series against division rival Chicago. Scary moment in the 4th inning. Adam Dunn lines one right off the lower leg of Phil Hughes. We'll take a second look. Hughes will have to leave the game. It's a tough break because he's been the Twins' best starter this entire season. White Sox also win the game 5-2. Vikings fans, get ready. The kickoff to training camp is only hours away. Today, the Purple are arriving in Mankato. We'll talk with the team next.
Games, rides, animals, exhibits, and the food. The Olmsted County Fair is well underway, and we're getting a look at what's attracting visitors this year.
Our own Adam Salad will be live, showing us some of the must-see attractions. We'll see you right here at 4:30.
Look, when it comes to cars, it's not a popularity contest. Actually, that's exactly what it is.
Why is the Camry the best-selling car in America for the past 12 years? It could be that they're so reliable, or that they're such a great value, or that they're just so much fun to drive. Or maybe the reason the Camry is so popular is just that there are so many reasons to love a Camry. Get the Toyota Care lease on a new 2014.5 Camry SE for only $179 per month, which combines a 2-year lease and Toyota Care.
It all starts at Toyota. Let's go places.
This Iowa Minute is brought to you by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
When you think of local food, I bet you think of farmers markets. But you know that local food can also be found right here in your frozen food aisle?
And there's our finished product.
Iowa farmers are now growing peas for bird's eye. Brian Young's family has been farming a long time, but peas are a whole new ballgame.
They don't like too much water. They don't like a lot of heat. They like the cool, but they can't be too dry either. So they're real touchy.
Brian will be growing 500 acres of peas this year. Bird's Eye plants and harvests them. Brian says the whole process brings environmental benefits for all.
Yeah, the peas, they put nitrogen into the soil like soybeans do. You can see out there it's real thick. It holds the soil down real well. It's good for us. It's good for water. It's good for people downstream, and it's good for everyone.
It's a whole new way of embracing local food and the Iowa farmers who grow it. With your Iowa Minute, I'm Lori Johns.
Join Menards in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. Since 1979, Pace has been a leading manufacturer of bathroom cabinetry. Made in Chicago, Illinois, the 30-inch Charleston features an ornate white raised panel design. It's only $199. Update your bathroom with a new toilet by Mansfield. Made in Perrysville, Ohio, the White ProFit 1 round front includes everything you need all in one box. Right now, only $69.
Save big money at Menards.
this summer.
This is our secret weapon. I know what it's capable of.
Who's gonna drive it?
I am.
He's getting away.
We'll see about that.
Never underestimate a man in a Ford truck.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $750 retail trade assist or up to $7,500 total savings on F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealer.
From free entertainment to food on a stick, the Butter Cow to rides, animals to contests. Nothing compares to the amazingly amusing Iowa State Fair.
I probably got a little stronger. As you can see, my muscles sticking out the shirt right now, and it's an extra large, so we can say I got a little bigger and stronger.
The bigger and apparently stronger Cordero Patterson and the rest of the Vikings are making their way to Mankato today for the start of 2014 training camp. The work will start tomorrow. Today it's all about moving in and signing some autographs for the loyal fans every year. But the other story stealing the spotlight is special teams coach Mike Prefer's recent suspension stemming from his homophobic remarks he made in 2012. As a result, the Vikings front office has suspended him for the first 3 games of the regular season and asking him to take a sensitivity training course with an outside firm, with the potential of reducing that penalty to 2 games. Coach Zimmer says he's still a guy he wanted to keep on staff.
I think this guy is a very high character, quality person that I want to stand behind. Honestly, I want to stand behind him because I know what's inside of him. I know what's in his heart, and he made a mistake.
But I've learned a lesson. I have learned a lesson here. That's the great thing about this situation. I'm going to look back and say, you know what, something's good. God, it has to come from this, and that's going to be it. But I learned a hard lesson.
The Vikings have a couple of weeks of practice to go through before their preseason opener against the Raiders on August 8th. It's good news because, as we mentioned, state tournament baseball starts tomorrow. Once that's done, it's on the fall high school season. So we have a couple of weeks in between. That means we have to, go up to Mankato.
Oh, no.
Come to the Vikings training camp. Those
Poor
boring
guy.
days of summer, right?
And you have to talk about Teddy Bridgewater a lot.
That'll be a big story also as we kind of get through the first couple of weeks. Teddy Bridgewater, Matt Castle, who's taking the snaps with the number 1s.
Who's going to do it?
We'll find out soon, I hope.
I don't think Bridgewater's going to start right away.
If not, we'll talk about it a lot.
I know. Well, yeah, we'll be discussing it here, just like we discuss the forecast all the time.
I know. We are going to be seeing some very comfortable weather across the region long term. Short term, though, getting a little bit warm, a little bit more humid, really typical for this time of year. Otherwise, showers and thunderstorms into tomorrow morning.
All right. We'll have updates.